It's always nice to know when you are stuck in Coventry, because I couldn't remember where the coach was parked and it's now all gone. Well, this is an awful start to the day. God knows what's going to happen now. It's been a long time coming now. As you know, it's now the off-season. Football's over. If you're a Watford fan, thank God. But I can't lie, I have missed it a lot. Don't know what I'm doing on my Saturdays, to be honest. But I decided to cover a bit of an interesting topic. What actually happened at the Wigan game? Now, if you don't know, on the 29th of October, I went to Watford versus Wigan up at the DW Stadium. But we got to Cannock Way, Wolverhampton, and it turned out. So I'm not the most confident person on my own. I'm gonna hold my hands up there, but I went off the coach to get some breakfast or something. Spent 15-20 minutes. I come back. No, I wouldn't have been 15-20 minutes. I was probably less. Came back after having my breakfast, and no one was there. I'm sat there thinking, no. I saw Watford fans, they got in their car. I'm sat there thinking, no. I text someone who's on the coaches saying, where is it? Because I genuinely would not have believed that it would have gone. He goes, we're 10 minutes up the motorway. I'm sat there thinking, no way, this couldn't happen. So I didn't know what to do. I then booked a Uber to Wolverhampton station. This guy calls me. He's like, I've heard you've been left behind. Yeah. I don't want to sound like an idiot, but I was sat there thinking to myself, are you going to do anything to help? Are you going to do anything about it? But he was like, yeah, okay. Your ticket will be refunded. Okay, good. But we shouldn't be leaving people behind. So at the start, he sounded very disappointed that the fact that I'd been left behind. So I got in the Uber, got to the station, and then got to Wolverhampton for about 3 o'clock. I then get in the Uber. The Uber driver sees that I'm going to DW Stadium. He's like, you're going now? I'm like, yeah, look, I'm late. Please get me there on time. And he's like, yeah. I was like, look, I've missed the coach and I've had to get the train. So then he literally takes me the nearest point to the DW where he couldn't go. So then I was like, go. And then racing it to the stadium. Luckily, I didn't miss anything. Okay, maybe I could take a lot of the blame for that. This is where it gets interesting. I then go on the coach, and then I'm sat there, and already I'm a little bit nervous. I'm sat there thinking, it's stupid as it sounds, maybe he's gonna come up to me and be like, look, I'm sorry I left you behind. We were in a rush. We had to do it, which I would have accepted. Right? I'm not gonna let him take full blame. I should have been on the coach. But this is where it gets annoying. He goes, "Way!" And everyone, oh my gosh, it was the most embarrassing moment. Everyone's clapping. I was sat there thinking, you're literally about to get sacked. You've left someone behind and you're laughing about it. I don't, I get, obviously, like I say, they were in a rush. They had to go. I take full responsibility. But the fact that you've clearly messed up your job and now you're laughing about it. Like I say, I know I should have been on the coach, but should you really be leaving people behind? And then you go off and sarcastically clap and laugh about it. I'm not expected to be treated like royalty, but I thought he'd be like, look, I'm sorry, we were in a rush and I didn't count it right. Do you know what I mean? It's happened now. No, yeah, I get a sarcastic clap. Really humiliating. I'm literally just sat there, just staring at the floor thinking, that this is horrible. I just want to go home. I just want to go home and watch whatever the late kickoff is. We're about an hour or two away from home now. I start listening to music, and midway through he goes, you've just cost me my job. Now, I was I wouldn't say I was scared, but I was just so upset that I just yeah, whatever, fuck off. I don't care, do you know what I mean? But I should have just turned around to him and been like, nah, you've cost yourself. I don't care how much of a Karen I sound. Your job is to make sure everyone's safe. You're a coach steward. Your job is to make sure everyone's safe. And you've bottled it. And you're now blaming it on me. I take full responsibility where I should have been on the coach on time. I get that. But the fact that you've left me behind and blamed it all on me. What is the point in this man's job? What what is his role? So yeah, I did see the guy who rang me as well. He was like, "I'm so glad you're here." I was just go, "Yeah, just go away." Like I was like, I really appreciate that I did get my money back, and he cared, let's say the least. I then say to the club, "Look, this has happened. There's no way you could tolerate this." I'm never usually like a complainer. I'm very like, I just get on with my own stuff. There could be a lot worse problems going on. I always roll with that attitude. But the fact that, I've been left halfway across the country and like made to feel bad, like that's bad. So I complained to the club later, like, "Yeah, we've told him off, blah blah blah," just giving him a slap on the wrist. Like, if that's a manager, he would have been sacked. I've not been on a coach since, and I just don't plan on getting on one. Especially after this video, I'm probably going to be banned, aren't I? So I don't know. I felt like not really much happened. I was left behind. I take the blame, and yeah. But then I think there's definitely stuff afterwards that the club have got to take responsibility for, because, like I say, I complained and they did nothing. Like, they just don't care. I'm not saying it's the people like at the top, but the people who are kind of in charge of travel have got to deal with it. Then if they don't, it's got to kind of get higher and higher. Like, someone's got to deal with it, and no one has. And it's still... the reason why I made this video is because it lives in my head rent free. I've not been on the coach since. I've hated that guy since. I'm sorry, but I have. It's been a horrible, like, I don't know, like, I'll probably get on the coach next season if I'm not banned. But I just thought it would be so interesting sharing this with you, because I've not necessarily had people to ask me to do a video, but people have brought it up saying, "Was that the game you were left on the coach? Classic Zanzo." And I'm just thinking, the fact that actually people know about it, yeah. What actually happened was I'd text someone I know who's on the coach. He must have told someone. He must have. I don't want to make assumptions, but I reckon he would have told someone, and they've just probably gone too far gone now. Do you know what I mean? Like, they've not really cared that I was stuck, and it's just an awful feeling, like just being stuck somewhere on your own, where you just know that, like, it just feels horrible. They're all going to the game and you've been left behind just because. I wouldn't say they're impatient, because like I say, there was a set time, but I bet no one even checked. No one checked. Because I spoke to the people and they said that apparently someone had... So there was two coaches, coach one, coach two. I think I was coach two, that's a complete guess. Someone from coach one got on coach two, so therefore coach two was full. But then coach one wouldn't have been full. Like, no matter what would have happened, one of the coaches would have had a missing seat. And that's what annoys me so much, that they've tried to kind of defend themselves a little bit. And it's like, "Oh, well, there was, they've apologised, but they're like, there was one seat missing." I'm there like, that's, do you know what I mean? There's still a seat missing, therefore, do you know what I mean? Yeah, that really annoys me. I think this is a very short video, but it's just something that's lived in my head. Like, I just feel like even some of the people at the top could have maybe got involved, and they just bottled it. I just thought, like, because it's the off season, it's a true story, by the way, but I just thought, because it's the off season, nothing to post, I thought, why not come out and speak about it? I should have probably done it the day after, but that's the thing. I waited to complain, and they just didn't really have anything. So yeah, drop a like if you did enjoy. Let me know if you want any more story times. I'm sure I have got more. I could talk about... If you smash a like on this video, I will talk about what happened when a lot of us went to Burnley and it got postponed. Drop a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you are new. Catch you in the next one. Peace.